I'm gonna take this dirt and run it through a wash plant, find out just how much placer gold is in this stuff. And that way we'll know just how much gold is in Jeff Williams' super rich gold mine. Yeah, I wonder how far down it goes. Now, a lot of you guys out there have asked me, Jeff, can you actually localize the pay streaks or pay layers inside that nasty red material? Yes, I can. So I'm gonna take you down into the sump and show you the different layers that we encountered as we were punching down. We're gonna find out how deep this goes, because I have a feeling it goes down right into the cave system. I want you to see how moist this dirt is. I pulled the boards up and it's just super, super wet. Right in through here. I'm not sure how deep it goes, and we're probably gonna take an auger to punch our way through. Now, as we started punching down, we encountered certain layers that were richer than others. And I'm gonna show you what we got, and I'm gonna do a sample while I'm in here. Another interesting characteristic about this dirt is it smells really bad. So I don't know if that's bacteria or something that's in the dirt. And there's a whole bunch of weird spiders that are coming out of it, and they're making their webs all over the place. And that's why you don't see me all excited getting down in here, because this is all unknown territory. So let me show you the layers that we found the most gold in. Here's that cemented caliche bed that's about 4 to 5 feet thick. It's fine grained. You can even see pieces of sandstone locked in there as well. And then as you come down the timeline, you get older and older. Here you can see that it's less cemented, and you can still see pieces of sandstone right there. See that sandstone? Now, right here, where we encountered our first layers of clay, that's where we found substantial amounts of gold, right at this contact zone between this weakly cemented caliche and this red clay. We encountered 2 pay layers, one at the contact zone, which is a no-brainer. Then it kind of peters out into nothing. Then where there's a lot of gravels, it starts to pick up again. And that's where we're at right now. And as we went down, the gold started to get less and less here. Then through this zone, we didn't hit nothing. Then right below that, in this zone here, we started getting a lot of gold where all these gravels are. See that? So from here down to here is pretty good layers. I don't know what's below here, so we're gonna drill down today and find out. When I drill into this, it's so soft the drill falls in. What I'm standing on might be the roof of a cave system. Now we're gonna take an auger, electric auger, and punch it straight down. We can get about 3, maybe 4 feet with an auger. And then that way, whatever comes up, we can sample that. And that'll tell us if there's more gold down below. And by doing that, we'll know if it's worth going down deeper or not. So hopefully we don't find any red worm in those auger drillings. Blah. Now keep in mind, when it's raining up on the surface and I punch into this stuff, water will actually come up. But we haven't had rain in a while, so now when I punch into it, no water comes up. So this is directly tied to the aquifer somehow. I'm gonna take a quick sample from down here and we're gonna pan it out and see what's in it. All right, there's my gold pan. Let's chip some of this out. Oh, there's a hole. Yeah, that's a hole. Let's see what we got. There's those nodules I was talking about. I'm not really sure what they are, but they're all through here. Some of them are very big. Yeah, you're not gonna believe this. I dropped my light in the water. That's right, so they don't work when they're wet. Let me see if I can get another light. Good, good, good. All right, let's see what we got. Hopefully I got enough water. There's those clumps I was telling you about. Another thing I noticed, there's a lot of black sand in this material. Look at that goopy clay. Just nastiness. There's those nodules again too. Yeah, see all those nodules? All right. Yeah, I don't have a lot of water, so I'll do the best I can. There should be some decent gold in here. Oh yeah, that's nice. Look at that. Yeah, that's not bad for a couple handfuls. Do you see that? I don't know if you can see that, but that is nice. I'm kind of curious to see what the results from our auger is going to produce, because that's not bad for just grabbing some dirt out of the bottom. But keep in mind, this is that one thin little pay layer, okay? It's not all like that all the way through. I'm gonna take all this material now and put it into sandbags, and then we're gonna run it through our wash plant, like I said, and find out exactly how much placer gold is locked up in all this material. Now the moment of truth. Come here, take a look at this. You can see all that beautiful gold right up in there. You see that? Isn't that nice? Makes me wonder what's locked up down below in all that miner's moss. Now we've had a lot of people ask us, Jeff, did you build this trommel or did you buy it? We built this trommel about 10 years ago, and it's a work in progress. Every time we find something wrong, we modify it until you get what you see here. There's so many things we learned about trommels when we built this one. So if any of you out there are going to build a trommel, or you're interested in trommels, let us know, because this isn't our first rodeo and we can help you out. So if you got questions about trommels, leave me a comment down below. We can definitely help you avoid a bunch of headaches in the process. Now most of your gold is going to be up here in the head of the box, because it's so heavy it drops out first. And you can see that I got pieces of gold there, pieces of gold there, pieces of gold over there in the corner. You see that? There's a nice chunker. So all the oversized material comes up and sits on this. There's hardly any water pressure. So if we got any big chunky nuggets, this is where they're going to be sitting. And to prove my point, there's one right there. Do you see it? Let me see if I can clear that out of the way. Right there. Look at that monker. See all that red material locked up in it? Now that is a beauty. See that? That is nice. And there's probably some more in here, so we'll take this and pan it separately. We're using a Keen A52S sluice. And these sluices are specifically designed to where you don't have to classify. You just dump right in. That's what this top screen is for. So that's why we're using it. In case there's any big chunks, they'll float up on top, like the nuggets, and they'll sit there. And in case you're wondering, yes, the trommel does have a nugget trap at the very end. Now at the very head of the sluice box, we've put in this miner's moss, and at the bottom of it is deep V matting. And that way, if anything works past here, it gets trapped in the deep V matting. This system works beautifully, and we've never lost any gold from it. So I'm going to go ahead and take this whole thing, tear it apart, wash it off. I'm going to put it all in a bucket, and then instead of panning it, we run it through what? The Gold Hog Multi-Sluice. Come on, you know that stuff. And we'll let that do all the panning for us. And then what's left after that, we'll go ahead and pan out. Ooh, how about a little bit of hard rock music to go with your time lapse? How do you like them beats? Now you've heard me say it a million times, make sure you put jet dry in your water to break the surface tension. That way the gold doesn't want to float on top. Now anytime you're working with cons and they sit for a while, they have a tendency to compact. So make sure you swirl them around a lot to get them to break up. It'll be a lot easier to get them out of there. All right, I'm gonna dump some of this water. Don't freak out, there's nothing in it. There's my cons right there. That's what I got left. Not a lot of material. Now my wife was kind enough to let me use her scoop. Yeah, that's why it's pink. I don't want to hear no comments out there. You don't got to feed them fast. Nice and slow. That is the tempo. I usually like to get the bucket closer so that way I don't drop nothing. Now a neat little trick you can do is you can use jet dry and a paint stir and a drill, and I should have done that. And what that does is it makes all that clay break up and it'll float over the edge. And I should have done that, but I didn't. And I'm hoping that gold don't stick to that clay. There. It looks pretty clean to me. What do you think? All right, we'll go ahead and shut her down and take a look at the box. Now, like I said, most of your gold is going to be at the head of the box. There should be no more gold after the first third, okay? If you got gold down here at the end, the angle of your box being set too high, and you have too much water pressure. All right, let's shut this down and take a look inside. Oh, yeah. And like I said, everything should be in the top third of the box. There should be nothing down at the bottom end if your angle and your water pressure is set properly. Now, I'm not seeing anything down at the bottom. That's good because you don't want to lose anything. Also, I recommend that you sample your tails, what's coming off the end of this box, because if you're losing any gold off the end, then you're just wasting your time. So what you're going to do is every 15-20 minutes you're going to sample your tails if you're running production. That's what we do on the bigger unit, and that's what you're going to do on this thing too. Luckily we're in a tub, so I'm just going to sample the tub, and if there's something in there, then I know either my water pressure, angle, or both are not set properly. These little multi-sluices are fantastic. They come with two mats. One's a scrubber, one's for the final process, and the head just pops right out of there. No fuss, no muss. You get a clear snapshot right into the box, and that is what I'm talking about. You see what I mean? Yeah! Isn't that the prettiest thing you ever saw? All right, so we're gonna take this out and then we're gonna clean it down one more step. You're just gonna turn that mat inside and out like that, just like a wash machine. What it does is it opens these pleats. So anything that's caught or trapped inside of these things is forced out. I don't know if you can see that. There's still a little tiny one right there. Even with all that, that's how well it stays inside those grooves. All right, let's see what we got here. Let's see what we got. A lot of black sand. Alright. Alright, now the moment of truth. Moment of truth. Can't see. There we go. I can see that. I don't know if you can see this. Kind of dark right now. Look at this. Just look at that. Oh, oh, that is absolutely amazing. Oh my gosh. Now if that don't get your blood pumping, nothing will. Any takers on how much that is, huh? Well, you think you know, go ahead and leave me a comment down below, and we'll just see how many people out there are smart thinkers and not them fart stinkers. How'd you like to get your hands on a pan of gold like that, huh? Ooh, wouldn't that make a great Christmas present? Well, you'll be happy to know that we will be giving that gold away. In fact, we give away all the gold that comes out of this drift mine every single month. Who, may you ask? Our premium patrons, that's who. It's just our way of saying thank you for helping us keep the dream alive, because without their support, none of this would happen. And not only that, but next year we're starting up hard rock tours too for you people who want to get to the source of the gold. Not to mention, we're gonna try to get somebody down here in the drift mine to work a full day and to keep all the gold they can dig out. Now, if this sounds like something you want to get involved with, just click this link right here. Make a $10 pledge, and you're in like Flynn. And we'll see you in the gold mine.